Hello, gorgeous people. It's your girl, Ninja Chloe, and welcome back to my channel. Happy Black History Month. Here in America, February is designated to celebrate Black History Month and all the wonderful pioneers who have contributed to the American history and the American development. But I was wondering, do other countries celebrate Black History Month? So if you're from another country, let me know, does your country that you're in recognize Black History Month, or is it only an American thing? But one thing I would say, even though America only gives us a month, we're going to celebrate all our melanin. We're going to celebrate all of our accomplishments 365 days this year. I am your girl, Ninja Chloe, and if you're first time watching, welcome, bienvenue. I hope you stay and make sure you like and subscribe. Even if you're still a returning watcher, like this video right now because this video is dedicated to all my fellow entrepreneurs, business people, all my fellow Black content creators, all my fellow African Black melanated people, because we are Black, we are beautiful, and we are proud. So if you're wondering, this shirt is from the Target collection. I thought would be perfect to wear for the Black History segment that I'm doing, and it's just a beautiful Black woman, and I'll link it for you below. Hopefully they still have it, but I just thought this would just be perfect to discuss what we're about to discuss. So if you watched one of my earlier vlogs last month, I did a vlog about with my girl Lexi. I did a collaboration with her about talking about luxury brands that are out there and things that you should know about different luxury brands. So today I'm going to focus on some top Black owned beauty and fashion brands that you should look out for, and if you like them, support them. You know, there are too many Black brands out there. There are too many major Black owned businesses, luxury brands out there that offer great products, great service for us to keep supporting the same ones. We all know about the Louis Vuittons, the Fenty's, the Gucci's, the Pradas. But do you know about some of these Black owned brands who are making a name for themselves? Some of them are like African owned, some of them are African American owned, but I'm going to show you who they are and what you should know about them, because I learned a lot by finding out who some of these people are, and some of them I do use. So the ones that I use, I will let you know about them as well. So here's a list of the Black owned brands that you should and can support in 2023. First of all, I'm going to cover beauty, skincare, fragrance, bags, and clothing designs. So those are just 5 things in the market that you can look out for and you should support. So the first brand I'm going to talk about is Juvia's Place. I love Juvia's Place. Juvia's Place is a Black owned makeup brand. They have their stuff is affordable and it's geared towards Black women as well. I have Juvia's Place foundation. Their palettes are to die for. Their palettes are to brag about, definitely, for sure. So I'm going to show you some of the products that I have from Juvia's Place, and I'll link them for you below if you like any of them. So some of the Juvia's Place products that I do have, like I told you, I have like literally almost everything. Their foundation is great, full coverage. I love their foundation. I usually kind of use their foundation during, like, if I'm going to do like a really glam look, because it's full coverage and it lasts awesome. And so I use their foundation in the color Malawi, but this is their foundation. It is very great. It's very nicely pigmented, and it has a brush. So if you can get their foundation, also get their foundation brush. That thing will just put your foundation on very smooth and looking right and looking tight. Next, I have over 3 or 4 of their palettes. And the reason why Juvia's Place palettes are so awesome, because look, they're so pigmented. They're pigmented and they're geared towards women of color, melanated women, and it just stands out looking nice and looking bright. Like right now, I have one of their palettes on my eyeshadow. That's what I did for today for my eyeshadow. This is one of their collaborations, and they collaborate with other Black owned women too as well. This is the collaboration that they did with Funmi Ford. She's also a YouTuber as well, and she's great. I'm just showing you guys what Juvia's Place has to offer and what they provide. They're very affordable brand, and they're awesome. Like I said, it's just to know that they're obviously out there making brands for women of color, and it's a Black owned business. And like I said, it's affordable for you to get, and why not support the Black? There are a lot of other brands out there, but I use Juvia's Place, so I think you should too. So Fenty Beauty, Rihanna came out with her beauty line about 2 years ago, I believe, and it's been hitting the markets by storm. It's in every major store. You can find it in Sephora, you can find it online. So Rihanna has stepped up her beauty game. That was like the first launching of us learning about her makeup brand. So she did makeup, then she did skincare, and of course I showed you guys her perfume line. So I haven't used Rihanna's Fenty Beauty, but I know a lot of people that have raved about it, has received a lot of reviews. So I gave you two options. You can use Juvia's Place and you can use Fenty Beauty. Juvia's Place is a little bit more cost affordable. Fenty's a little bit more high out there. But either way, you're supporting two beautiful black women, two beautiful black owned companies, and we're keeping the money circulating for our people. All right, so now we're going to move over to skincare. So again, skincare, Fenty Beauty wins this game because again, Rihanna started off her skincare line, I believe, earlier last year. So now Fenty Beauty has a skincare line, and that's what she swears that she uses. So if you want to have that skin like Rihanna, you better get yourself some Fenty Beauty skincare. It is supposed to be affordable as well, but there are some other brands. Sorry, you guys, I'm looking down because I have my notes and my phone keeps on locking up, and I have, but you know how it works out here. But Fenty Beauty is a black owned skin line that you can cover. So you can just do a one stop shop. Fenty got you got to support Fenty in their beauty and makeup, and you can support Fenty and Rihanna in skincare. What I want to talk about is BGS. They're a black owned brand, and they create sunscreen with 30 SPF. 30 SPF is really, really good. There's a misconception that black people we don't tan. We do tan. And black women do get skin cancer. Black people can get skin cancer. So Black Girl Sunscreen came up with a sunscreen for black women, for melanated women, not for women, but just black people as a period. Because a lot of these screens, if you're not familiar with, like when you use them, they have like a white cast or a white shadow. It kind of makes you just look very, very white and ashy. And sometimes it doesn't even go away no matter how much you rub it in. But Black Girl Sunscreen is a sunscreen, like I said, with 30 SPF, and it also acts as a moisturizer. Like I said, they started off in 2016. Like I said, it's a sunscreen without the white cast and also a moisture lotion, because a lot of these other brand sunscreens make you just look very, very white and oily, and like no matter how many times you rub it in, it just stays on your face. So this adds like a two in one. Like I said, 30 SPF is great. We are no longer going to say black doesn't crack, because black people can get skin cancer. Our skin does crack when we're ashy, so why not support your skin with a black owned SPF brand? And like I said, here and especially in Houston, Texas, you need SPF, period. Even in the winter time, my fellow people, we need SPF. So Black Girl Sunscreen, they have hit the markets by storm. You can find them in Target. You can find them in Ulta Beauty. You can support them directly online. They have like 3 awesome products you can use, but they're definitely the brand that I think you should support and look out for when it comes to protecting your skin. Let's move on to our third category, which is probably one of my favorites, fragrances. So we're going to talk about 2 different brands which are female owned. The first one is Fine Forever. I've talked about Fine Forever in probably at least 2 of my vlogs before. Fine Forever is a black owned brand here in the United States, out in California, and they are very, very cost affordable to me. And one of the reasons why I'm attracted to Fine Forever is the fact of the biblical messages behind each of their scents. So if you want to check out Fine Forever, they have an Instagram page, which I'll link below. But right now I have their scent, which is called 2911, which is after the Bible verse Jeremiah 29:11. And just for me, like I said, they're cost affordable. I think they have about 3 or 4 cents out right now, and I just love the concept behind it. So if you want to support brands, also find brands that their mission or their statement or how they started touches you, because at the end of the day, you will just appreciate the work and hard work that these people put in behind making it, especially when there's such a connection and a message behind the story. So that's Fine Forever. My brand number 2 that I want to introduce to you is by an awesome fragrance blogger. She is taking TikTok by storm. She's also known as the fragrance auntie on TikTok and Instagram. It is Funmi Monet. Funmi Monet launched her fragrance brand, and she is a Dallas-based content creator, and she has over 200 perfumes. So she was like, wait a minute, why not start my own? So she created her perfume line called Exalt. So it's Exalt by Funmi Monet, and it ranges anywhere from $35 to $250. Like for me, the packaging of the perfume is just so beautiful and exquisite. It's like a green with gold, and I just feel like green my Niger, and gold. Who doesn't love gold? As you can see, gold just celebrates richness. It just celebrates, yes, I am here. So Funmi is the woman you should go to if you want to follow her and learn about scents. I would support Funmi Monet, and that is my luxury brand for perfume that you should support in 2023. All right, on to category number 4, which are bags. Y'all know your girl loves bags, and one of the bag companies that I support is Magnisi. They're a Nigerian-owned brand in Abuja, and I love all their bags just because of the fact that it's Nigerian-owned. So shout out to my Nigerians and shout out to my Magnisi people out there. But I'm going to talk to you about an American brand you can support, which is Telfar. He has introduced luxury bags to the African American community. My girl Lexi, when we did our luxury brand, she was the one who introduced me to Telfar. So I definitely have to talk about Telfar because I said I didn't even know about Telfar because most of us only know about the Gucci, the Fenty, the Prada, the Hermes, the Louis Vuitton bags. But if you're looking for a nice luxury brand, black-owned brand to support Telfar. Their bags do range from anywhere from the smallest being from $200 anywhere to $500. You pick your choice, but you are going to get quality. And like I said, we're all about supporting our black owned businesses and especially a black male. Honey, yes. There's a lot of negative connotation next to being a black owned male here in America. But when we see one that is doing the thing, I don't think he's American. I think he's Canadian, but North American, but he's a black owned man and we should support his brand. So check out Telfar if you're interested in knowing about a black owned black bag business. All right, our last category for today is clothing and fashion. I'm going to talk about 2 clothing brands that are African owned and not only African, Nigerian owned, who are bringing their names not only in the continent of Africa, but they are crossing international boundaries. The first one I'm going to talk about is House of Takura, also known as HOT. House of Takura. House of Takura is a lifestyle brand that is focused on high-end and unique designs, and it tells a story of the African traditions and Western influences. They are like if you their pieces are not your average day pieces. So these are pieces that are going to give you statements. These are pieces that you can also mix and match. So you can wear one of her pieces and then mix it with something like casual or jeans or something like that or a plain skirt. But that is a name you should look out for because it is out there. And I definitely think you should support and just look at the quality of the clothing you're going to get. Number 2 is by Andrea Iyamah. Andrea Iyamah is a Nigerian designer, Nigerian fashion designer. Andrea Dumebi Iyamah. Hey, my sister, what is going on? Hey, show what back. What is going on, baby girl? Andrea Dumebi Iyamah creates an authentic clothing line with bold colors and modern femininity, because at the end of the day, fashion, we still, some of us want to still hold our femininity into us, and you can mix her brands as well. So those are my 2 fashion brands and clothing lines you should look out for: House of Takura and Andrea Iyamah's clothing brand. Like I said, they are Nigerian African owned businesses, and I'm all about supporting my people and my fellow women. All right, my gorgeous people, that is it for today's vlog. It was really simple and to the point, but like I said, my job here is just to introduce you what is out there, and you can go look up any of the ones mentioned that I named, any of the brands that I named, and see if you like them and want to rock with them. I'll put some of their links in the description box below. But like I said, we are going to continue celebrating. There's enough money in this world for all of us to be successful. There's enough money in this world for all of us to make it. So why not support each other? Why not bring the money back to the community? Support yourself, support your people, because Black love is beautiful. We have enough pressure in this world going on, so why not uplift each other? Because I guarantee you, it's going to come back to you one way or another. It's going to come back to you one way or another. So enjoy the rest of your Black History Month, and if you haven't said this to yourself, say it now. Repeat after me. I am smart. I am beautiful. I am Black, honey, and I am free. I don't need to be like no one else. I just need to be and embrace all of me. Love ya. Toodles.